Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we're shining today.
From the heart of New York City,
It's Today with Jenna
and Sheinelle,
We got it. Yeah, we're shining today.
featuring the best of amazing women.
Everything feels alright with Jenna and Sheinelle. We're shining today.
Hey, everybody. It is Monday. It is August the 24th. And today we are featuring some of our favorite women.
I just said I love this theme, Eva Longoria theme. Eva Longoria takes us on a culinary journey through France. Ariana DeBose gives us a glimpse at her latest role. And psychotherapist Esther Perel, we love her.
Yes.
She dishes on the new rules of dating.
I feel like if you're entering this hour, you're going to leave feeling great because all of these women, I mean, they're different stories, but
Yes.
all of them will make you feel
We're going to check all of the boxes.
right.
for
Like
you.
the world is your oyster. Okay, should we talk about this pair
Another duo that we love.
that we love?
Yes.
And it was kind of unexpected. Hannah Waddingham and Octavia Spencer, they star as besties in Prime Video's action comedy series.
It's like me and you. Like
Ride
with
or
the-
Die. Yes.
I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
The height. There you go.
Yes.
They're us. We're 2.0.
You know how Octavia is like one of my favorite humans.
beyond.
I adore her. Well, they recently discussed an acronym that would never exist for men. Take a look.
Would never have the acronym MOACA. Man of a certain age. Not in a million years. Oh, he's 57, but he's still working.
Yeah.
He's still doing
He
it.
still got
Wow.
it. That Moaka.
Yeah, my God, he's kicking and fighting, and he's 57. God,
Still kicking.
isn't he incredible?
That's funny. Moaka.
So that means man of a certain age.
So we say, oh my God, you know what? For 62, she's still doing
Yeah,
stuff. And
yeah.
you don't go, oh my God, for 62, he's still acting.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like-
and we do, and on this show, and I think we realize that we're part of this conversation, but like probably intentionally.
I think it's intentional to celebrate the fact that we are still doing
Yes.
it. So
Well-
you're right. It's a.
Well, women, you know, all the time, and y'all watch this, so you know, people will come on and will be like, oh my gosh, Cheryl Lee Ralph, look at you. Emmy nominated, you know, all of this, no, Emmy winner.
Yeah.
All of this stuff has happened to you, and Hoda coined the phrase, it gets greater later.
Is Hoda or Bevy?
Oh, Bevy, but
Bevy.
Hoda, you're right, Bevy coined it.
Bevy
Hoda
Smith, shout out
said
to
it
Bevy.
at nausea.
Yeah, because
And-
it's true.
Well, it's true for a lot of people, you know, but I think
we want it to be true.
that's it. I think it's like, and we realized this morning, we're like, we've never been like, you know, oh my gosh, Ted Danson, who's been on our show, look at all you're doing at this age. And we have said it to his
Mary.
wife, Mary Steenburgen.
That's I remember when I was anchoring in Philly, I anchored there for 9 years. I did morning news, and I was doing an event at the library, and another anchor was there, and we were doing like a panel or something. And I said, listen, somebody told me at 33, things are great or something. And then I ended up getting pregnant with the twins at 33, whatever it was. When it was over, she leaned over to me. She goes, you should never do that again. And I said, well, what did I do? She said, never tell your age. She goes, you're in your 30s now. She goes, but trust me, if you do it now, she goes, they're going to do the math. And I said, who's they? She's like, you know, like society will do the math. And so by the time you get to 50 or 55, they're going to know that you're 55. And I go, okay.
Yeah.
And so I remember that moment, and I respectfully said, okay. But then I thought, you know what? I am going to double down on it.
Yes.
So now, like, every birthday, I'm 48, you know,
Yeah.
and I feel like collectively, if we do that, like, let's not buy into that, you
Yes.
know? So, I don't
and
know.
also, the reason we talk about it is it's because it hasn't always historically been that way.
No, absolutely.
For women. And, you know, Reese Witherspoon has done a lot in Hollywood to make sure that there are rules for women of all ages. There are a lot of women that have done a lot. But I think historically, a man could have a career forever and ever. And this is in Hollywood, but really, if you think about it, it trickled down all through society.
Sure. I remember when I started here at the Today Show, maybe a couple years in, I started to get like salt and pepper in here. And Freddie at the time, I was doing weekends, and I said, Freddie, I want to leave my salt and pepper. I want it to be like, you know, and he goes, ooh, honey, no. He was like, you are not doing that. So I say all that, but I'm still dyeing my grades.
Totally.
At the top.
I mean, if you look closely, you can see mine.
But one day I am going to do the silvery thing. Mark my words.
Yeah.
If I want it, like one day, not anytime soon, but I do one day want to, maybe at 87.
All silver?
Like, if it's like thick and like swingy and
Yeah.
like fab.
I like it.
Yeah?
I like it.
Okay,
a lot.
well, not anytime soon.
All right, well, since we are celebrating amazing women this hour, we are going to play a special game called
Oh. Who's that lady? Who's that lady? Okay, so here's the deal. You're going to see it with this. We're going to see a silhouette of a woman. And then our staff has 3 clues to help all of us and you guess who it is, all right? So let's start with number 1. Who's that lady?
Is that me?
Well, let's give you the clues. Number 1, she speaks 5 languages. Do you?
No, sorry.
English.
But does that not look like a bob?
It does look like you. But how many women in this building have bobs these days? English, Hungarian, French, Spanish, and Italian.
Okay.
She's won 1 Primetime Emmy and 1 Golden Globe for leading actress in a drama. She's hosting the 2000. Do we? She's hosting the 2026 Primetime Emmy Awards.
I know who it is, and that's why the bob was what threw me off. It is Mariska Hargitay.
Oh!
But I didn't know that Mariska spoke that many languages.
I didn't either.
Wow.
That's impressive. Are you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Who's that lady?
Okay, here are the clues. She has been nominated 13 competitive Grammy Awards. She's been nominated for 13 Grammy Awards, but has never won. She performed the Super Bowl halftime show in 1996, and she is the queen of Motown. Ready to guess? Is it Tina? But has Tina won?
No, and they don't know. And not Queen of Motown?
You don't think it's Tina?
Do we get multiple choice? I mean, I see the hair. I see Beyonce. It's not
I know who it is. I know who it is. Diana Ross.
Oh, well, you know what it is? When I picture Diana Ross, I picture like hair and a silhouette.
Hair. Yeah.
That was a. Okay, but she is Queen of Motown.
Yes, that makes sense. I'm like, who's the queen of Motown? Oh, wait, I know.
Did she perform in 96? Yeah. What was it? Anyway, okay. Last one.
I think I know.
Now, she looks like Diana Ross, but okay.
Oh, I was going to say that was Beyonce, but it's
there
not.
you go.
Because she opened for Sabrina Carpenter on her short, you know who this is, Short and Sweet tour. She won a Grammy for Best New Artist in 2026.
Oh, yay!
And she makes it
So easy to love or fall in love.
So who is it?
Olivia Dean.
Yes. Wow,
Speaking of which, I heard that she admires Diana Ross. Now you've seen her do the silhouette situation.
You get it. All right, well,
Go girls.
We have got a great show for you. We are catching up with Oscar-winning actress and singer Ariana DeBose.
Plus, best-selling author Esther Perel talks modern dating and relationships.
But up next, Eva Longoria shares her love of French cuisine and her latest projects after this.
Today we are celebrating amazing women, and someone we adore around here is Eva Longoria. She truly does it all. She's an actress, director, producer, entrepreneur, mom, and TV host.
She stopped by to talk about her Searching for Culinary series, which is the perfect summer escape. And this season, she takes us to France.
The hand of the croissant.
He's already fixing mine.
So you can put your hand on the bottom here.
What?
Don't press on the middle.
Don't press in the middle, press
Yeah.
on the sides.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm basically French now.
Super.
Look, you can't even tell whose is whose. He goes, I can.
now, no, we can't.
I was like, you really can't. We have to talk about Searching for France.
Yes. Well, you know, during the pandemic, when everybody was doing sourdough, I was doing croissants.
You were?
They're hard. Yeah, it takes like 3 days.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
Why did you decide to do that? Why are you?
I mean, what else were we doing?
I mean, making
Lockdown.
croissants. I told you when you watch it, it's like visually delicious. I don't know if that makes sense, but people just love to watch beautiful things. What was the best thing you ate?
Oh gosh, well, wine. But
I love to eat Chardonnay.
What I loved is I think people think France is like butter, croissant, like it's way more diverse than that. And the regions we went to Brittany, We went to Bordeaux. We went to Burgundy. We also went to Alsace, which is the German side, which was really fascinating. We did Provence. I just reverse engineer my job.
Seriously. It's the best thing.
I just think, where do I want to be?
I told you.
What do I want to be doing? And then I create a show.
There's more, right? Like this is not the end.
No, we're gonna do another season of France because France, we owe so much to France in fine dining. I mean, menu, restaurants, cafe, sommelier, sauté, souffle, forks, coursing out meals, everything. That we
from the very
beginning. They were the first ones to do everything, and so that history is so rich. And so it's not only food porn.
Yeah, you give it to
talking
us.
about.
Yes.
It's not just food porn.
But that's why I said visually delicious.
It's
because
visually
it's just
delicious,
beautiful.
but it's also historically fascinating.
And you talk about it.
And a lot of politics within the food. So it's pretty interesting.
I love that.
You love culture and travel. You just got back from traveling with your family.
Yeah, spring break.
Spring break. How was it?
Amazing. We were back in Spain.
Yeah.
Because we live between Spain and Mexico and LA. We went to Rome because my son wanted to see Pope Francis's tomb.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
God, he's a little
I was just about to ask you what spring break looks like for you guys. Are you part of
visiting
adventure?
the tomb of Pope
Right, like
Francis.
it's not just.
I'm like, he's going to be a savant.
Whoa.
He knows all the Pope's histories. He really wanted to go to see Pope Francis.
I love that.
And we went and he was just crying and
Wow.
he's like, Mom, do a video. So I had to do a video on his iPad, but it was really fun. So we were in Rome for a couple of days and then we went home to our home in Marbella.
I love that. You just turned 51 a few weeks ago.
Yes.
And I read this quote. We put it in. I love it. She says, I refuse to believe that my greatest success is behind me.
Yeah.
I love that.
Thank you. Yes, that was on Iris Palmer's podcast, which you guys should check out. It's called Against All Odds, and she has a lot of entrepreneurs and women doing amazing things, and she's a great podcast host.
Is there anything that you have on your bucket list that you want to conquer eventually, or are you?
I just did a big bucket list check off by directing The Fifth Wheel.
I was about to say that's our next bullet point.
Literally to do a big female comedy written by Paula Pell.
Like Hangover vibes.
It was super Hangover, Bridesmaids. It's all those, Girls Trip, Revenge, Horrible Bosses. It was just like the combination of every good thing in a very unique movie written by Paula and Janine.
You guys are opening doors, and it's also just good content. It's both. Do you know what I mean?
Women are funny.
Yes.
I think Meryl Streep just talked about this. Like, chick flicks don't get the same budgets, the same attention, the same launches, and so this one is really worthy of people's
all of it.
One of the things that's
budgets.
amazing about you is how you always open doors.
Yeah.
And you had other directors, other Latina directors. You said, come, watch me at work.
Yeah, Dan Lin, who's at Netflix now, has this thing called Ride Back Rise, and it's like a mentorship program. And so I said, please call all the women in that program. I will take a director to shadow me every single day.
And that is incredible.
Yeah, we had about 8 different directors, a lot of Latina directors, and I just, we never get the opportunity to see and shadow and be mentored by people that are doing it. And so you're when you get there, you're just kind of winging it and guessing, and at least they've been there and they've been on a set and they go, oh, okay, this is how it goes. Now I'm a little more confident.
Yeah.
I love it.
By the way, I loved it when you hosted with me. And
oh my God, I had so much fun.
Your sister.
Yes, we had so much fun.
Lisa's.
I don't know if they'd ever turn this show over to two Texans.
They'd have to put on the 7-second delay, that's for sure.
We love her.
Yes.
You can check out Eva's show, Searching for France, streaming now on HBO Max.
Coming up next, actress and singer Ariana DeBose talks Scarpetta and the surprise call from Jamie Lee Curtis. After this. Ariana DeBose is an Oscar and Golden Globe winning actress, dancer, and singer who we know from Hamilton and West Side Story.
Well, now you can find her starring alongside Nicole Kidman and Jamie Lee Curtis in the series Scarpetta. And she stopped by recently to talk about her role as a tech-savvy hacker.
Looks like he's home. Wow, I guess you are kind of good at this. None to it. Great, text me the address?
Wait, I'm coming with.
No, you can't. Jinx is a programmer,
An elite hacker. You have no shot without me.
This is a murder investigation, so you can't just, do a ride-along.
You asked me for my help.
I'm a cop. You're a civilian.
I am no civvy, babes. Used to be a Fed. Higher security clearance than you.
Let's go.
I'm so happy we did this. So good. We just had Jamie Lee Curtis on. Obviously, you heard her. She's singing your praises. I thought it was so interesting how this role came about. I mean, they had you in mind.
She texted just a text. That was it.
Well, it's funny. I actually remember her calling because I was walking down the street and it was really like, was it hot or was it cold? The details don't really matter. I just remember being like, what is she calling me for? And I answered and she was like, hey, girl. We're doing a show, and it does play exactly how she explained it, and she told me what it was, and she was like, would you like to do this? And I was like, yeah.
That's amazing.
Thanks for thinking of me. And I believe I said, yeah, I would love to be considered. She was like, no, I think it's just
This is
like
it.
yours.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't know you got jobs that way.
That's
I didn't know you could get jobs that way.
Well, when you've won all the awards that you've won, that's what happens. She told us earlier she reached, y'all kind of met after that BAFTA moment, which, like, I know, which is whatever. How many years ago was that now? A while.
I don't know. I blocked it out. but I will say that was such a wild moment. But it was the thing that brought Jamie and I kind of together because I do remember her now very memeable red carpet interview where she was like, just let her shine her light. And I was like,
that's such a good impression.
I'm a great mimic. Yeah. If anyone's looking for a mimic, hire me. But no, I just thought, wow, that was really, really kind. And I've been very privileged to like have a beautiful relationship with actresses who came before me, most notably like Rita Moreno. Like, I think generational relationships in the industry are really important. And she didn't really know me from Adam at that time, but she had enough, like, I don't know, I guess mutual respect.
Absolutely.
To just be like, y'all, she was spreading joy.
Yeah.
Let her be. And I just said thank you. Yes, I slipped into her DMs. And we did. We went to lunch and just became real non-industry friends.
I love that.
And the rest is history.
I love that. So let's talk about Scarpetta, your character. Are you a tech-savvy person?
Girl, I can barely turn my phone on and off. Anytime they're like, can you please do this update? I'm like, oh no.
I know.
I'm gonna have to relearn how my phone works.
Totally.
So I'm very not tech.
So then how fun is that you get to play this role?
It was really cool. I ended up speaking to someone who does this. And honestly, it's a fascinating world to play in. It definitely takes more brain power than I think I would have to execute it in the ways it needs to be done. But in the show, we figured out all of the mannerisms and like basic coding and things like that to play with. And I just kind of ran with it. I think that's what acting is. You learn a little bit, and then you run with it and see what takes.
Absolutely.
And it was a great experiment for me, at least.
You are so talented. You can dance, you can act, you can sing. You've been on Broadway, as we mentioned. But you said in a recent interview you don't want to do all three all the time.
No, I think I have made my goal to stand on my own 2 feet in each one of these skills. Because I want to be able to continue to love them individually. Ooh. It's like I'm very careful about my relationship with dance because if I dance all the time and that is the thing that helps me pay my mortgage or pay my bills, then my relationship with it becomes one of like necessity and survival as opposed to like this is the thing I love to do the most. So when I do have the opportunity to just show up to work and be an actor or just show up to work and dance or sing or just go be a cabaret artist or just do a play, or just do a musical. Like, to me, doing them individually at times helps me sustain my love for what it is that I do.
And you can catch Ariana and Scarpetta on Prime Video.
All right, up next, the daughter who found healing by sharing her adoption story and how she's helping others reconnect with their roots. Right after this.
Taylor Sheinelle was adopted from China at just 9 months old. For the past decade, the 29-year-old has been on a mission to discover and celebrate her Chinese heritage. And her biggest supporters have been her parents.
In fact, Taylor went viral for sharing the reasons she's grateful for them. Here's a look at their story.
Growing up, I knew I was adopted. I knew I was different.
29-year-old Taylor Sheinelle is living in her purpose. Born in China during the one-child policy, Taylor was adopted at just 9 months old.
A lot of people always ask, like, oh, when did you find out? And because I'm a transracial adoptee, I always knew that wasn't a secret.
Initially told they were unable to conceive naturally, Taylor's parents, Kelly and Bob, felt called to adopt.
It was something that God placed inside of my heart.
To their surprise, during the adoption process, Kelly became pregnant.
The way we look at it, we were doubly blessed. What a privilege that is.
But having one biological child and one adopted child created some obstacles along the way.
The fact that Taylor had a sister the same age who was really almost my doppelganger, it was very difficult.
Hearing from family and friends like how much she looked like them, I personally felt like I didn't fit in.
Taylor's parents were determined to support Taylor, in part by learning more about her Chinese heritage. And in 2015, Bob requested a job transfer from Tennessee to China, where the Sheinettes would live for 7 years.
I remember feeling that we will literally go to the ends of the earth for her.
That took a huge leap of faith, and just going the extra mile, that meant a lot to me.
Being able to go to Taylor's orphanage city, really being able to be a part of that culture beyond a visit was really powerful.
With her parents' support, Taylor is 10 years into an active search for her birth mother.
I've always been curious. There were times where I've been desperately wanting to know who they are. Like when I got married, I would have loved to have my biological parents know. It's just overarching in my life.
When I was getting ready to turn around to do the first look with Taylor, the picture that came to my mind immediately was the moment they handed her to me in China and how far her journey has come.
Taylor recently posted about that journey on social media, listing 9 things her parents did she's grateful for. Everything from encouraging her to share her voice to never making adoption something she should feel ashamed of.
I wanted to share was just all the amazing things that my parents have done in order to support my adoption, in hopes of encouraging other adoptive parents or those interested in adopting. Pretty much overnight, I received thousands of comments, thousands of likes, saves. People started pouring into my DMs, sharing their messages about how they either wish their parents did that or how they're pursuing adoption and they wanted to be able to do the same for their children.
All 9 slides resonated with Taylor's parents, but it was the simplest one that struck the biggest chord.
The one where she said she was chosen. She was not an accident. She was not luck. She is our chosen child. And God chose her for us, specifically for us.
Today, Taylor has built a community, helping other adoptees like Anna Miller feel part of something bigger.
I don't think I was really exposed to a lot of the traditional Chinese traditions, cuisine, how they dress. Being able to reconnect with my roots, I'm definitely interested. I'm just so thankful for Taylor.
My goal is to make sure that every adoptee knows that they're heard, they're important.
Looking at the woman that she has grown to be and seeing the impact that she's having, it really is overwhelming. That's another reason we want to continue to encourage her and support her in this journey, because she's using it for good and she's making a difference.
You're joined now by Taylor, Bob, and Kelly Sheinelle. Thank y'all so much for being here.
Thank you.
I mean, this is a really beautiful story, and part of it is your story of falling in love with where you came from, who you are, this other side of you. What has that been like for you?
For me, it's been really healing, just being able to reconnect with my cultural heritage, reconnecting with my adoption story. Growing up, my adoption was something that I was ashamed of. It made me different. And so when I was younger, I didn't want to talk about it because it made me different. And as I got older, I realized that there's beauty in the story and there's beauty in sharing your story. And so now being able to share my story openly and talk about it proudly just means so much.
You guys are changing the world just by being who you are. Bob and Kelly, what's going through your mind? I can only imagine your emotions when you first adopted her, and look at her now. I don't even know how you begin to process how beautiful this has become.
It really is hard, because on one hand it's our story, but it's God's story in our lives and what he's done through us. And to see it unfold It's been truly amazing.
Yeah. One of the things that you say has been the most meaningful for you is community and building community and finding others. And you actually just hosted your first event, is that right?
Yes, yeah. I just hosted my very first Chinese adoptee meetup in Orlando. Wow. Over 15 Chinese adoptees came in. They flew in, drove in, or were just visiting because they lived in town. And it was such a great weekend because we were all able to connect. You know, all of our stories started out very similarly. And to be able to be around a group of people that have a similar story, but at the same time, we all have had different journeys and different experiences and different thoughts with it. It was just so meaningful, and it was really an amazing weekend, and I created so many beautiful friendships from that. So wonderful.
Kelly, I want to bring you in. You decided to open your heart, both of you guys did. How do you wrap your mind around your decision initially? And then I told you, I know so many people who end up getting pregnant once they've decided, once they almost release it, and their bodies are like, okay, I don't need to worry anymore. Whoop, now you're pregnant. But this journey that you've been on, especially when we don't always hear a thank you, and this slideshow that she did, with just saying how grateful she is for you guys. How does that feel?
Overwhelming and humbling, undeserved. But I'm very grateful. It's been a beautiful journey, and I can't imagine our lives without Taylor.
Well, that slideshow went viral for many reasons, but pretty much because you could feel the love and the truth in every single page. I know you did it for your parents, but I think they have a little one for you that they want to share some reasons they're grateful that you're their daughter, that they're going to share right now.
Taylor, this wasn't a one-way street, just so you know. First one is you were patient with us as we learned to better understand your identity as an Asian American, and you invited us along on that journey.
Oh. Your sense of humor. As a transracial family, we've had some very awkward moments and some hard conversations, but we've laughed through them all.
Okay. You never gave up on us, and when we said the wrong thing or struggled to understand.
Oh. Taylor, thank you for giving us the incredible privilege to be your parents. We love you.
We love
you. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. What a beautiful, beautiful family. And we want to thank Taylor and her parents for sharing their story with us.
Up next, one of the leading experts when it comes to relationships, Esther Perel, right after this. When psychotherapist and relationship expert Esther Perel listens or talks, people listen.
Yes.
Her best-selling book, Mating in Captivity, was re-released this year in honor of its 20th anniversary.
Recently, we sat down with Esther to chat about modern dating, marriage, and how to rekindle desire with your partner. We're so happy you're here. 20 years the book came out. What's changed between then and now as far as relationships and dating?
A lot changed, and then also a lot stays really the same. So what's changed is in 2006, when Mating in Captivity is published, we are not on social.
Yeah.
We are not yet living with our phones in our hands. We do not yet have the predictable technologies that give us answers for everything, of what to do, where to go, what to listen to next, what to watch, so that you do not really need to experiment, to deal with uncertainty, to deal with the unknown. It gives it to you in a frictionless life. What we have now is contactless living, a frictionless world, a world in which we want certainty before we even have chemistry, online dating.
Certainty before you have chemistry, that's good. No, that's so good. So one of the most quoted lessons I feel like is kind of timeless. You say that we're depending on one person for what a community used to provide.
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I want with you to experience security and stability and safety and predictability and reliability and all these anchoring elements of life. But I also want with you to have excitement and passion and adventure and risk and mystery, all of that. I want familiarity and I want surprise.
Are we wanting too much from one person?
We want one person to do what a village should give us, what a community should give us. Marriage should take place within a network of other relationships that sustain it. That means friendships and mentorships.
So let's say
colleagues.
if a woman is watching and she feels like, but my husband's not fun anymore. You know, we're friends, but it's not fun, or he's not listening to me. You know, she wants him to be all the things. What can she do?
The first thing is have it in your life. Don't say that because I don't have it with him, I don't have it at all.
Yeah, exactly.
Have friends, have a community, have people that share your interests. Don't just see the movies that the two of you want to see. See the ones you want to see with other people and do the things that you enjoy together at the same time.
So what about for the women that are wanting, I mean, this book is really rooted in female desire. What about the women that are missing that kind of feel like they're in...
So here's the thing. The book actually is a very male-friendly book. It is actually probably the most important one that men have read on the subject.
Yes.
Because it said something that, and that's one of the things that didn't change, that actually really belongs to both. The very things that nurture love or friendship or companionship are not necessarily the same ingredients as the ones that fuel desire. And if love wants to contract the distance and to eliminate the tension and to know the other person inside out, desire thrives on much more on mystery and on novelty and on risk. And for the women, what that says is the thing that is the most important that will free you up to access that sense of aliveness, vibrancy, vitality, that wanting that is in desire, is to not be defined only by the burden of caretaking, by your sense of responsibility for everyone. Desire does not live well with responsibility. And the direct question to ask the women is, when do you find yourself most drawn to your partner? The first and foremost answer worldwide is when I see my partner in their element. At the piano, on stage, on the horse, whatever they're doing, but in their element, confident, radiant, and most importantly, self-sufficient, meaning they don't need me. You got it. And if they don't need me, then I can want them, and I don't enter the motherly role of responsibility and caretaking. And I can actually access my own wanting and my permission to attend to myself.
Ooh, that's why it's a bestseller.
We need you for an hour. I mean, she is the wisest, right? Our guru. To check out Esther's best-selling book, Mating in Captivity, head to today.com/books.
All right, up next, mother-daughter fitness experts Denise and Katie Austin share their at-home muscle-building workout right after this.
Fitness gurus Denise and Katie Austin have more than 2 million followers who tune in to their workouts and wellness videos to get in shape.
The mother-daughter duo stopped by to show us 3 quick and easy moves you can do anytime at any age to build muscle and strengthen your core. Take a look. Well, we're inspired, so whatever moves you tell us to do, we're doing.
You said these are 3 sort of simple moves that help sustain strength, which I've become very in with Kali
And
Arbach.
women over 50 really need it too. Muscles work miracles on your metabolism. They are what keep you young.
So tell us, let's start with the core.
We all need to do the core. So we're going to first start with a standing core move. This is really tightening up your abs. Look at when you're keeping your elbows back. It actually gives you extension in your spine and helps your back. Your back is
How many times do I do this?
A minute.
For a minute.
Every day. And tighten up that core. Also, this is great for Katie. She doesn't have to get down on the floor.
You're not supposed to lay on your back.
And it still tones? Like sit-ups would, maybe, in some ways?
And pull in your tummy. Really feel like you're tightening up the abs. Almost like a corset. Tight.
We're going to do our legs
and
now?
as you extend it, you really feel good.
Definitely helps with posture as well. Now, I love this next one because it's a squat, but my mom loves to make it fun, so she calls it
a butt tap. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're just going to tap your butt and lift back up.
Wait,
your
let me
butt
fix
and
my shoe.
squeeze.
I'm like on my heels.
Yes, come on, Sheinelle.
I got it.
You didn't heal it.
I know, I've got like huge heels.
You can do it. Thank you. That's awesome. So squeeze the buttocks on the way up.
Do we do this for a minute as well?
Yes. Tighten up that tushy. Come on.
It actually feels good.
Today
Because if you don't squeeze it,
no one else will.
Hey,
my mom
I like
has
that.
these iconic lines she said for years.
If you don't squeeze it, nobody else will.
That's
look
hilarious.
Right from behind. This is a really good one to strengthen your muscles of your thighs, your hips, and your tushy.
Okay. And that's important for a lot of like structural stuff. too.
And to get in and out of the car,
Yeah.
off the bed, off the chair.
Okay, Should we do our arms really quickly?
Okay, we all need beautiful looking arms.
Yes, we do.
And we need to be strong. 640 muscles of the body. So I love this one exercise. It's for your upper back.
Okay.
No more bra overhang.
Yeah,
and what
man.
you're gonna do is do a row and release. So now you're balanced. A lot of women my age, I'm 69, but we need a little more extra balance and support of our abs. So tighten up your abs as you do this and bring the elbow up. Yeah, squeeze the shoulder blades behind.
Squeeze.
Yes. And then at the very top, you could add a little tricep toner too.
This way.
No more underarm flab. No
Why do
more
I have both of them in
I know. I was like, I had to
Yeah,
separate
no,
What am I
that.
doing?
Because we were watching you. That's
I'm
why.
what Denise does.
That was so great, guys.
Denise.
Thank you for being such a beautiful example.
Yeah.
Like a fitness and just beautiful human.
Yeah, y'all are so
Truly.
cute. Thank y'all so much.
Truly. Love them.
They're awesome.
We'll be back after this.
Tomorrow, y'all, we are all about celebrity fun.
Music superstar Cardi B tackles your social dilemmas.
Plus, the laughs never stop with actor Paul Rudd.
And power couple Russell Wilson and Ciara face off in the great debate.
We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye. You guys, thanks for watching.
I know. Come join us for all the fun every weekday on NBC.
Yeah, and don't forget to take us along when you're on the go.
Follow the Today with Jenna and Sheinelle podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.